The suitcase was still damp from the rain outside. He'd just returned from another conference. I told him I'd do the laundry. He kissed my cheek without looking at me. When I lifted the last stack of shirts, my hand brushed against a hidden zipper I'd never noticed. A small red velvet box slid out, landing on the tile with a muffled thud. I knew that sound. Jewelry. But when I opened it, it wasn't a ring. It was a delicate diamond bracelet, something I'd never seen before. And, tucked beneath it, a folded note. 6 words, 6 bullets straight through my chest. Can't wait to see you again, love. The handwriting wasn't mine. The perfume on the paper wasn't mine either. I didn't scream, I didn't cry. I stood there, staring at it, the hum of the washing machine the only sound between me and the end of our marriage. We met 12 years ago. He'd been the man everyone noticed when he walked in. Confident, charming. I was fresh out of grad school. Certain love was something you built brick by brick. Back then, he'd bring me coffee every morning, whisper stupid jokes just to make me smile. We talked about building a life, a home, a future. Now he barely touched me. His phone lived face down. Trips became longer, calls shorter, and the smell of unfamiliar perfume lingered on his shirts like a warning I pretended not to see. The first time I truly knew was 3 months ago. A dinner bill from a restaurant 2 hours away, dated the same night he claimed to be at a board meeting. 2 glasses of wine, a shared dessert. I kept my face neutral when I found it. It was easier to be underestimated. From that night forward, I stopped being a wife. I became an investigator. I learned the patterns, the hotel he favored, the name he sometimes used, the days when late meetings meant she was waiting for him. I copied every receipt, every text message he carelessly left in his deleted folder. I even found her, scanning through social media until her smile burned into my mind. But I didn't confront him. Not yet. Because pain is messy. Revenge is art. Step 1. Secure myself. I met with a lawyer in a quiet cafe on the other side of town. Every asset, every joint account, mapped out. My name shifted quietly onto things that mattered. His credit card suddenly had subtle limits. Not enough for him to notice, but enough for a noose to tighten. Step 2. The trap. I let him believe I was the same. Soft, trusting, blind. I packed his bags for trips. I kissed him goodbye. But every time I added a little more to the file. Photos, timestamps, proof so airtight no lawyer could breathe through it. Step 3. The knife. Her birthday was coming up. I knew because I saw the gift order confirmation in his email. An engraved bracelet. I replaced it with a cheaper imitation and took the original to my safety deposit box. And I waited. The night came 2 weeks later. He returned from his trip, suitcase in hand, smile rehearsed. I made dinner, lit candles, played the part. Halfway through the meal, I slid an envelope across the table. Open it. He frowned, tore it open, and began to read. Every page, every photo, every message. His fork slipped from his hand. "Where did you—" he started. I didn't let him finish. "That's the evidence. Here's the settlement agreement. Sign it, or the file goes to her husband." He froze. He hadn't known I knew she was married too. I watched the blood drain from his face as he realized what that meant. Not just scandal, not just divorce. Ruin. He signed. Of course he signed. In the span of 10 minutes, I had the house, the accounts, and his future in my hands. When he left that night, suitcase dragging behind him, I caught a glimpse of his reflection in the glass door. Small, deflated. A man who thought he'd played me, now realizing I'd been playing him for months. I still have the red velvet box. Sometimes I open it, just to remind myself. Not of the pain, not of the betrayal, but of the moment I chose silence over rage, calculation over chaos, and won. Because in the end, he left with nothing, and I walked away holding everything that mattered.